Hi all, welcome back. So in the last video, we discussed that we have taken one input chosen state. So now we will take one more state and this state will be for to like when you are getting the input chooser. Now we will give you an option to choose like whether you want to choose tea or coffee. So we will click on the state and then this state and then I will take these things and this will be like choose drinks chosen. And now let me enter. Before that, we missed one things to add annotation. What is annotation? Annotations are good to add in any project. So like this is state machine where we are designing it. So this is just a basic information I gave about this state machine. So you can give all the description like this, but for everything it is necessary to give so that it becomes very easy for others to learn. You can give annotation like this state is for choosing. Similarly, same thing you have to write here, but in this case what you have to write, instead of credit it should be this state is for drinks options. So now it is like giving you good details what is this all about and all. So now let me open this drinks chosen. So what in this thing what we have to do, again we have to take something called input dialog, and similarly what we have did in the previous, we have to give the option to the user to choose from this input dialog. So please choose your drinks, and in there is tea $2 and coffee $3. This is a message input box and I will click on this options. I will give and I will write like, if you are giving tea then this, if you are giving coffee this is fine. So now what I did, input dialogues, and where I want to store this, I want to store the value like where it's using, and I want to also convert the scope of this drinks chosen to not this drinks chosen. I want to make it global so that I can use this value anywhere. So this is all we have to do from in this particular state. So let me add some log messages here. Let me add in the beginning as well as in the end. Entered drinks chosen state. You can give the same thing here as well. It will make no sense, or both are same. Like first it will execute this entry, then it will execute this exit. So you can give this also. So let me give here only so that it seems fine. And you can see there is no transitions that we have defined till now. So now if suppose if you have chosen T, then you have to define one more state. If you have chosen coffee, then you have to design one more state. Let's do that then. So first we will design this state. This one is for tea, and the same thing, this one is for coffee. So now let's work on these things. You can say there is one T1, T2 which has come, which is nothing but a transition. So we will discuss, or we will work on this. First, let's design these things. So this design as tea. Similarly, let's design this as coffee. Let's enter into this, and then first of all, uh, we chosen these things. Now we will use conditions like if. We will take this if condition here, and we will check first condition like if this input credit is greater than or equal to 2, because this is 2 and this is greater than 2. Why? Because minimum we need $2 for tea and minimum $3 for coffee. If that is greater, that total credit in your account, then only you can buy tea. Similarly, if that is not there, then we have to work on this. So if suppose if you have there, then you have to use a message box. First of all, what you have to do, use that same where input credit and deduct $2 from there. So right now what we did, we simplified our things by -2. Otherwise, if we have not used that replace, then we have to do where input credit -2, then enclose it inside dollar and all these things, which makes the things more complicated. And then you have to use a message box. What this message box will do, it will it will send a pop-up message like your tea is being ready, or your tea is your first of all you have to write as like success, and your tea is ready, like this, so that the user will know, okay, my tea is ready. Something like this to make it more attractive. Message box, what I did, let me show this. And you can see in the text what I did, I just success and your tea is ready. That's it. I can also use this input, and if I want, I can automatically close that message box. That pop-up will come after suppose 3 seconds. We can do that, or you can give an option of buttons like you can press OK, but let it be, we don't want that, but we will use now. And then again send a message box, and here you ask user, like in the text you ask, do you want to reorder? Press yes, else no. So this is the basic thing. Suppose if you want to reorder, press yes, else no. Else no means it will move to the final state. I will press yes, and I will store the what input the user will give. I will give this two buttons, yes or no, and then uh, I will I will store the output of this, so that I will know whether the user has pressed yes or no. So suppose I will press Control K and I will write something like chosen buttons. So now we can understand, okay, and let me click on this and the chosen button. Let me change the scope to global, so that it will be in the global sequence, so that we can access everywhere. Or let me do one more thing. It is making let me make it state machine, so that it will be more meaningful. State machine demo. Okay. So now it was two times sequence was coming, so it was creating difficulty. So what I did, if everything is fine, I have not added log messages. So let me add log message inside t state, and similarly use this as exiting t state. If the condition is not true, suppose this is where we discussed about when the condition is true, what happened if the condition is false. So let me also take this log message so that we know inside inside if condition of uh, t. Suppose now if the user has no balance or no credit left, like he has less than $2, then we have to take one thing called assign. And this assign, suppose we have to create a boolean variable and we have to make it true. So what this boolean value will do, so let me first create this variable. So I will write this as var and lower credit and make it as boolean, and by default give a value like false, so that we are giving a value called false. And once the user has this thing, so I will make it true. Why I make it true? Because the user has lower credit. That's why default value we have given. So that, let me also change it to state machine demo. So now I hope till here it is clear. So let me also add a log message in this. Lower credit has been, or lower credit has been. Okay. So now we got to know that we are in the T state and these things has done. Now we need to do the same thing, but this time we need to do the same thing for state coffee. So what I will do, I will copy paste the same thing. So Control C, go inside this, Control come here, and I will paste the same thing. But here I would say inside coffee state, it should be greater than 3 because it is coffee. Inside if condition of coffee, so see how I am making my, and instead of 2 I have to do it 3. Okay, your, this time what we need to tell, your coffee is ready. Good. Similarly same thing, no, nothing to worry now till now. So I hope till here everyone is clear. Now let's meet you in the next video where I discuss more on these states. Thank you. By that, thank you, and till that, happy learning.